Some kids think they're above the law and try to attack cops.
Stop it. Sit up.
But that never ends well.
Hey, get back! Get back, you're getting shot!
Here are 8 cases where minors crossed the line with the police and paid a high price for it. Starting with this case where a teenager attacked a police officer with a gardening axe, leading to a tragedy.
Where's he at? Hey, get back! Get back, you're getting shot!
On March 9, 2024, the police officers of Apple Valley, California, faced an unusual situation. It all began when a family made a desperate call to emergency services, asking for help to deal with a 15-year-old boy named Ryan Gaynor. According to his parents, the boy was at home playing video games and became furious when they asked him to stop and do some chores. At that moment, Ryan began verbally attacking his parents, breaking furniture, and at one point even punching some people in the house. The worst part is that this wasn't the first time it had happened. In 2024 alone, the family had already called the police 5 times because of similar issues. But although things had been resolved peacefully on previous occasions, that day, everything went wrong.
Where's he at? Hey, get back! Get back, you're getting shot! Hey, get back! Get back! Get back!
In the video, it's clear that the officer was shocked by the situation. But what stands out the most is Ryan's family's desperation. And they had a good reason to feel that way. Although the boy was truly out of control, it wasn't his fault. And in fact, he was the one who needed help. This is because Ryan struggled with serious mental health issues. And on that day, he was having a crisis. All that family wanted was for the police to help calm him down. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. Now, the officers had to fight to save Ryan's life, which was hanging by a thread.
18 ball 20. Do you have an ETA on meds? Ma'am, can I have you step? We're gonna render him aid. We're gonna render him aid.
No, you didn't have to shoot him.
We're gonna render him aid. Can you step over?
You could have just tasered him. Why would you shoot him?
We're trying to render him aid.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. Calm down.
What's up?
Calm down.
I'm gonna do CPR.
What do you need me to do?
He needs to get a compression patch. It's right here in his armpit.
Okay.
Despite the officer's several efforts, the shots Ryan received were fatal, and he ended up right there in front of his parents. This left the whole family outraged, as the police were already aware of the boy's condition and could have acted differently. So far, the police officers have not been accused of anything and continue to work as usual. This 9-year-old boy put an entire school at risk and had to be arrested by the police. On February 2nd, 2023, the police in Oviedo, Florida were urgently called to an elementary school. But this time, the suspect wasn't a typical criminal. It was a 4th grade student.
No. This is one of those situations, man. This is why I can't be an SRO. Ow! Don't. Oh, you want to throw stuff though, right? You. That's okay. I get that a lot. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
In the video, you can see the staff doing everything they could to calm the boy, who, in a fit of rage, was shouting profanity and throwing anything he could find at the teachers. According to the teachers themselves, they had no choice but to call the police, as the student was out of control and wouldn't stop kicking and punching the staff. Not even the police officer was able to escape the boy, and in the end, the staff tried using mattresses to protect themselves from being hurt by him. Seeing that they wouldn't be able to calm the boy down anytime soon and that he posed a danger to everyone there, the officer decided to treat the child like a criminal.
So you come down. This is where we're at. He can do that because he's on the road. Just calm me down for a second.
Chill.
Even handcuffed, the boy remained out of control, and all the police officers were able to do was make him even more upset.
Stop it. Sit up. Chill. Chill.
Just relax.
You need to chill.
Throwing stuff. We can take the handcuffs.
Fortunately, a few minutes later, the boy calmed down and the police removed his handcuffs. But that didn't stop people from criticizing the video. According to Florida law, children under 12 cannot be arrested unless they're posing a real danger to everyone around them. For this reason, the boy's mother filed a lawsuit against the police department for $1 million. Now, only a judge can decide whether there was excessive use of force or not. Meanwhile, this teenager almost killed the guard in an attempt to escape from prison. It all happened in October 2024 when 4 inmates at the Deep Creek Youth Academy started a rebellion to escape from the facility. During the incident, 2 of the teenagers attacked a guard using a sock filled with soap and a makeshift knife. Afterward, they strangled the guard to steal his keys, radio, and escape from the prison. Meanwhile, 2 other inmates joined the escape, and the entire Hastings police force mobilized to track down the criminals.
There you go, Bubs. There you go. There you go. He picked up a perimeter proximity alert by a fence line. We covered the fence line. We're parallel in Ashland, just trying to fight our way through the woods. Come on.
He picked up a proximity alert.
Yeah, it's right along our track. Ooh. Sheriff's Office K-9, anybody in here? Announce yourself, get bit. Good boy, dude. Hey, get a gun barrel in there. Get a gun barrel in there if we got to break the window. Clear this one too. Watch the crossfire. Hey, come out! Come out! Come out! Come out! Talking about this! Talking about this! Talking! Go! Good boy! Lethal, 2 in the car! 2 in the car! Get out! On the ground! On the ground! Get down! Get on the hold on, hands behind your back. Rifle behind your back.
Hang on, 11.
Alright, hey, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 secured, right? Give me another hand. You got 1?
In the end, the police managed to find all the fugitives, and they were taken back to prison. Now, the 4 will face charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, armed robbery, false imprisonment, assault with intent to commit a crime, and much more. Fortunately, the guard who was assaulted was taken to the hospital in time and was able to make a full recovery. In this other case, a child couldn't handle seeing their father being arrested and did something crazy.
Happened. That's not what his.
Back up now. Everybody back up. Back up.
Stop now!
On July 20th, 2018, the police in Athens, Georgia, responded to a domestic violence case that ended in an unexpected way. Due to the severity of the case, the man ended up being arrested, and the whole family began to go into shock. But of all of them, no one was more upset than his son.
All right, man. All right, now you're gonna assault by strangulation, okay, as well as false imprisonment, okay. What we're gonna do here is I'm not the original. Calm down, man. Okay, calm down.
Stop it! Stop! Look now.
Hey, chill out.
Okay.
Chill out. Let him go.
No.
Let him go.
All right. Okay. Ag assault. Yep.
Oh, why she not getting locked up and she came with my sister's house fighting my brother?
Okay. That's not what happened. That's not what his.
Stop now!
Don't grab my officer.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Yes, I
Back up. Back up now. Everybody back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up.
In the end, the child was able to say goodbye to his father, but although it seemed like everything had ended well, that's not what happened. Soon after, the family went to the media and claimed that the police had used excessive force and that the officers should be fired. As a result, a police team was called to review the body cam footage, and after investigating the case, all the officers involved were cleared of any wrongdoing. But as upsetting as this case may have been, what happened to this other child was even worse. On December 14, 2018, the police were called to an elementary school after a teacher reported a student. It all started when the teacher was in the school cafeteria, supervising the children, and asked the suspect several times to sit properly. But instead of obeying, the student started insulting the teacher, and when she tried to talk to him, she ended up receiving a punch in the chest. Seeing that the student was out of control, the school decided to call the police.
So you know where you're going?
Okay.
To jail.
You're going into jail. So you need to stand up and put your hands behind your back.
Well, first what I want you to do is put your hands right here, all right?
You can try it.
I don't think so either.
And you can justify it.
All right, put your hands behind your back.
Never mind, I'll text you. Yeah, you're right.
Barely.
Even though the boy was only 8 years old, the police arrested him and treated him like a criminal. In the video, you can see the officer searching the boy and then telling him to put his hands behind his back to be handcuffed. But to the officer's surprise, the boy's wrists were too small for the handcuffs.
All right, your hands are too small.
Okay.
When they realized the handcuffs wouldn't fit the boy, the officers gave up and just took him to the patrol car. But the story doesn't end there. The boy was taken to the police station, where he was booked as a criminal. The officers took pictures of him, collected his fingerprints, and even his DNA. Then the boy was charged and arrested for aggravated assault. As soon as she learned about her minor son's arrest, the mother filed a lawsuit against the police and requested that the charges be dropped. She stated that the boy had serious psychological issues and was probably just having an anxiety attack. Even so, it took more than 9 months for the mother to be heard, and after the incident, her son developed post-traumatic stress disorder and deep sadness. In this other case, a teenager armed with a weapon tried to flee from the police and ended up getting into serious trouble.
Put the gun down! Put the gun down! Put the...
On May 11, 2023, a police officer in Baltimore, Maryland, encountered an unusual situation. It all started when an officer was sitting on a sidewalk, talking to some residents, and saw a teenager walking with a gun in his hand. Immediately, he confronted the teenager, but what he didn't expect was that everything would end in a tragic way.
Come here.
What, bro?
Come here.
Stop! Put the gun down! Put the gun down! Put the... Shots fired! Shots fired!
Despite the officer's multiple pleas, the young man refused to stop, and as a result, the officer had no choice but to fire. Even so, many people were outraged by the officer's actions, and the case became widely known across the United States. Meanwhile, the teenager was hospitalized in critical condition, and if he recovers, he will face charges for illegal possession of a weapon and obstruction of justice. In this other case, an officer had to fight for his life when a teenager attempted to stab him in the middle of the street. On May 8, 2019, the police in Oxnard, California, received a report that a teenager armed with a knife was threatening several people on the street. According to the caller, throughout the entire incident, the woman was walking back and forth while waving her knife. Seeing that something was wrong, people tried to calm her down and asked her to drop the knife. But that didn't work. The woman became more upset started shouting and attempted to attack people on the street. That's when the police rushed to the scene.
Hi! Come here, please.
Yes?
Why is someone calling saying you're waving a knife around? Don't reach for it. Put it down. Sit right here on the curb. Don't reach for the knife. Sit right here on the curb.
Why? What happens if I reach for it?
Then something bad's gonna happen. Put the knife down. Station 3, 14 boy, accident back of subject's arm with a knife, and she's threatening with it.
480 North Rose Avenue, 21 boy, Station 3.
Drop it.
Confirming you copy the response code.
From the beginning, the officer tried to resolve the situation peacefully, but it was clear that it wasn't gonna end well. The girls simply had no fear of the officer and seemed not to care about what would happen. But that was a big mistake.
Drop it.
Shots fired. EMS en route.
Let's get the knife away.
Even though he had his weapon pointed at the girl from the beginning, the officer did everything he could to try to resolve the situation peacefully. Still, the teenager refused to cooperate, and the reason behind this was horrific. According to the officer in charge of the case, at the moment of the shots, another officer had arrived and was drawing his weapon. But instead of scaring her into dropping the knife, the girl made the worst possible decision and charged at them. This unusual behavior made the police think she might have a mental illness or that she did all of that just to get shot. Despite this, thanks to the first aid provided by the police, she was taken to a hospital. And although she was in critical condition, she managed to recover completely. We don't know exactly what happened afterward, but she definitely had to pay for her crimes. This boy stole a gun and terrified an entire school. On March 18, 2022, Volusia Police in Florida saved the lives of hundreds of students because of a video on TikTok. It all started when investigators from the sheriff's office received a tip about a video in which a 16-year-old student was seen with a gun tucked into his waistband. Right away, they understood what was about to happen and rushed to the school to prevent a tragedy. With the help of the school staff, the police were able to locate the teenager.
Are you? Come on. Sir? You know what I want to talk to you about? You don't know? Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Keep your hands out of your pockets for me. Okay. Take your backpack off for me. All right. So somebody reported that they have a photo of you, and in the photo it looks like there's some sort of a weapon sticking out of a pocket, or take your hands out of your pockets. Okay. Do me a favor. Just lift your sweatshirt up. Turn around for me. Turn around again. Lift your sweatshirt up again. What is that? Relax. Okay?
And after searching him, they thanked God for arriving in time. The suspect was carrying a 9mm pistol in his waistband, loaded with 10 bullets, as well as another magazine with 11 more bullets in his backpack. In other words, he wasn't just trying to show off on TikTok with his friends. He was planning to do something much, much worse. According to the detectives who took on the case, the family had no idea what the boy was planning and were shocked to learn that the teenager had taken the gun from someone in the family. When they confronted the owner of the pistol, the person said it had been stolen and even filed a police report. But what happened to the suspect? After a long interrogation, the teenager said he brought the gun to school because he had been robbed at work the week before. But the police didn't buy that excuse, and in the end, he was arrested and taken into custody by the Juvenile Justice Department. Shortly after, he was charged with 3 firearm-related crimes and 1 charge of theft. On the screen right now, a video is playing where the police discovered the horrible secret that this mother was hiding inside a trash can.